From the broken heart of Babylon, the warriors march on. All across the kingdom, you can hear their warrior songs. They sing of great awakenings with fire in their eyes. Their passion is the spark that calls their brothers all to rise.
I feel like some of these basic skills actually need to be, pointed out, even though we might have taken them for granted. I feel, we've kind of lost them, especially in the last 20 years. And that's what I'm hoping we can kind of rekindle at the Shakti Speakeasy and other amazing events that are taking place for the same reasons. I've seen them sprouting up all over, really around us getting beyond this divide of I'm left, I'm right, or I'm green, I'm libertarian, or whatever it is, and really coming together to talk about the issues. So,
well, the art of conversation is one that we have been losing because we have not seemed to value it, but it's also the art of listening, and it's usually because of ego and wanting to be right. That's a whole lot harder than you might think, because we are so, even when we're having a good conversation, we get so excited we start thinking about my experiences, and they mentioned something, I can't wait to tell them X about me, or X about what I've done or saw or heard, and we get ahead of ourselves so that we can get to a point where we're just spewing sound bites at each other, and I'm not really taking in and absorbing what you're saying, and you're not taking and absorbing what I'm saying, but we're keeping a lively back and forth. I think that's what we tend to do with people that we don't disagree with, or we believe that we will not disagree with, is we tend to I already know where they're coming from, I already know what they're going to say, and it's going to be really stupid, and I'm going to just have the perfect response and prove them wrong. Well, that is not a conversation. That is an engagement, and it's usually not an engagement that that is beneficial. It's usually one that somebody wants to win. I'm going to win this engagement. So in collaboration, you need to put all that aside. You need to put the desire to win aside, except if it's a desire that everybody wins. Everybody leaves feeling good, or at least feeling okay. I'm not going to say collaboration always gets you to the point where it's like, let's all celebrate, we're having such a good time, we got everything we wanted. No, that doesn't usually happen. But you get a lot of what you want if you're willing to collaborate, meaning you're willing to listen, you're willing to look at that other person as a person and not as they're an X or a Y or this is their background. And one of the ways to kind of get through that is, one, be quiet and pay attention to what the other person is really saying, and look for the personal experience in there. Where do you hear the tone of voice change? Where do you see them move forward, lean forward, or become more animated? Take your cues from that. That's what's important to them. That's what's triggering them. Find out why that person is responding like that. The personal story, not the soundbite, not something they read in a newsletter or on email or in social media, but how did that affect you personally? What have you seen about that? If you can get to that, then you're getting a lot closer to where that person's interest is.
Yeah.
To break the chains that shackle them and leave them in the dust. Saying you want a revolution, I believe it's up to us. Because the kings are all tyrants and our heroes are in jail. They stole our one sacred land and put it up for sale. Polluted all the oceans, the soil and the sky. Promoted television to pollute our minds with lies.